My name is Alex, and these are my friends,
Katinka, Inga,
Bagovanana-na.
and today we're going to talk to you about how to be a healthy vegan on the go.
Well, first things first. What's a vegan?
A vegan is someone who doesn't eat anything from an animal, such as meat, eggs, or milk.
Why?
Well, people make this decision because they don't agree with how animals are treated.
Oh. Can you tell me a little bit about what people are supposed to eat?
Sure.
Okay.
So, on an average daily active person's food menu, there should be 7 to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables. There should also be 6 to 8 servings of grains. For milk products, there should be about 2, and for meats or meat substitutes, 2 to 3.
Oh, but it seems like you only eat 2 of the food groups.
Well, that's true, but vegans are pretty crafty, and they found ways to substitute the milk and the meat.
How do you get your calcium?
Calcium can be found in things like fortified soy beverages. Also, if you're having trouble getting that in, they have calcium vitamins, but you have to make sure that those don't contain any animal byproducts or things like gelatin, which is from animal bones.
But how do you get your protein?
That's another tricky thing. Things you can replace meat with are peanut butter or other nut spreads, things like tofu, then there's some other nuts and seeds. Hemp seeds are really tasty, and also some legumes like les pois chiches, which in English is chickpeas, and then you also have things like kidney beans or lentils.
I have another question. What kinds of vitamins are important for vegans?
Yep. Well, as you can see, considering that your diet is changed from what your average person is used to, things like iron, calcium, and folic acid are kind of hard to get. So for things like vitamin B12, you can find these in fortified soy beverages and fortified cereals. Now, for iron, you can find these also in some really tasty cereals, in grains, legumes, things like dates and prunes, raisins, and dark green vegetables.
What about candy?
Well, putting candy in there shouldn't be your first option. But if you are going to splurge, make sure you get candy without any gelatin in it, or things that say natural flavors, or red food dye, because those are crushed up little bugs. Also, for things like zinc, you can find zinc in grains, nuts, legumes, and spinach. But if you take spinach, you have to be careful to take more calcium, because it actually takes away calcium from your body. Back to calcium, a woman on average needs about 1,000 milligrams a day. That's a lot of calcium. So you can find that in soy milk, in broccoli, sesame seeds, or even in seaweed, which is kind of interesting. And you can explore that because they have some dried seaweed that's tasty. It's all wrapped up, and you can get it's a good snack. Omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in most animal products. You can find that in pill capsule, in algae soft gel tablets. Once again, make sure there's no gelatin. And you can also find them in avocados and breads. Just make sure that the breads have no mono or diglycerides. Then vitamin D can actually be found in 20 minutes of sunlight. Considering we live in Quebec, where there's not often 20 minutes of sunlight, you can find it in soy milk or cereals. They also have that in pill form. So yeah, once again, you have to check what are in your vitamins, not just the vitamins, because there's a lot of other things. So read the fine print.
I have a question, a very important question.
Go for it.
What do you eat for breakfast?
For breakfast, well,
yes.
generally, you should try to get some calcium high up there in the day. So a good glass of soy milk. They have some vanilla or chocolate or just regular flavors. They're pretty tasty.
What about strawberries?
Strawberries are really good. Strawberries have calcium in them too.
What if you don't always have the time?
If you don't always have the time, why don't you just get some delicious whole grain vegan bread with no mono or diglycerides and take something like 2 tablespoons of peanut butter or almond butter. That could be a really tasty and nutritious breakfast.
Thank you.
What do you eat for lunch?
Well, for lunch, you know, often it's hard because you're on the go and you're all busy, and normally people take to buying things at the food court, but that's expensive and you don't always know what's going in your food. So a good idea would be to create something the night before, something really simple, maybe like a chickpea and quinoa salad or couscous salad. In that you can add some raisins, some cranberries, a bunch of veggies, and the chickpeas offer you protein, and you got your grains and your vegetables right in there. Then you can cut up some fruit or some veggies also to snack on.
What do you eat for supper?
For supper, you could have something yummy like spinach chickpea curry with potatoes, which pretty much has all your main essential nutrients in there. And then you could also top that off with a salad with a homemade dressing. You can get creative, and you're the one who chooses what to put in your salad dressing. So you don't have that long list of things that you have no idea what they say.
Talking about salad, I like avocado salad. Is that vegan?
Avocados are really, really good for you, and they sure are vegan. They have a lot of those folic fatty acids in them, and they're really nutritious, and they fill you up.
Oh, well, good. So, I eat vegan foods too.
So even if you don't like the taste of fish, you can get the same essential oils in your avocado.
Yes, avocados are superfood.
Yum.
Now, speaking of superfoods, just because you're a vegan doesn't mean you can't enjoy delicious desserts, such as cupcakes. There's actually a book dedicated specifically to how to make vegan cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Another really good book would be Vegan with a Vengeance. There's loads of delicious recipes in here on how to make cruelty-free, delicious, nutritious meals.
That's good for you and good for me.
Another book by the same author would be Veganomicon.
Yay!
Yay!
It's always a good idea to have some snacks on hand too, such as homemade granola bars, or some recipes in books like this, some healthy cookies, nuts and seeds, or a handy banana, which is always tasty on the go.
That's what she said.
Any other questions, guys? I guess not. So, thanks for watching. Oh, frig. Thanks for listening.
Wait.
What's your question?
I have a question. So, even if we cut out the meat, there's always alternatives that you can look into to replace the things that are cruelty-free and are good for wildlife and your body.
That's right. Being a vegan is a way to really pay attention to what you're putting in your body, and is delicious and nutritious. So that's pretty much a rundown on how to be a healthy vegan on the go.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay.
Biggest vegan.